Welcome to Channel 17, the Town of Colonie Government Channel.
Hi, I'm Supervisor Paula Mahan, and welcome to Colonie Connect. Today I have two special guests with me, Noel Gebauer, our pro at the Colonie Golf Course, and John Risler, our superintendent on the course. Welcome, gentlemen.
Well, thank you.
Great to have you here today.
Thanks for having us.
And the golf weather is here. We're open, running smoothly. Everything got off to a good start.
Very fast start this April. The weather cooperated with us, and the golfers are ready, that's for sure.
Good. I've been hearing about it all winter. Everybody's been waiting and waiting, so I'm glad we're up and running. I'd like to begin, if you could maybe give me a little bit of background about yourselves. We could start with you, Noel.
Yeah, I grew up right here in Colonie, not too far from the golf course, actually. And when I was younger, I had a job with the town of Colonie, working as a cart attendant at the golf course, and went through Colonie High and SUNY Albany, and then got into the golf business professionally at that point. It's kind of where that love started. And went from the town of Colonie Golf Course and went to Western Turnpike Golf Course. Learned a little bit there from them as an assistant, and was at Schuyler Meadows in Loudonville for a year to learn a little bit of the private club side of our business. And then ended up coming back to the town of Colonie, and thrilled to be back.
Great. I didn't realize you graduated from Colonie High.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm North Colonie educator, but we won't go there.
Okay.
And how about you, John?
Well, I actually graduated from Colonie Central too. I was raised in Colonie. Went to Paul Smith's College for Forestry, and during the summers I worked at Wolford Troost just as a summer job. And after Paul Smith's, didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I stayed local. Attended Union College, but continued to work at Wolford Troost. So after about 9 years of just working on the crew, I went to UMass Amherst to get a turf certificate. So, and then once I had that, I became the superintendent at a small course in Gloversville, Pinebrook. It's a private club. Was there for about 10 years, and the job as assistant opened up here at the town, and I always wanted to come back to the town, so I took the job, and a few months later I was appointed to superintendent, and it's been a great 10 years. Actually, I have a 10-year anniversary this past March, so.
That's great. That's great. Well, I can tell you, I hear a number of wonderful compliments about the great job that you both do. So it's really it's great to have you there and doing such a wonderful job for the town. Everybody enjoys the golf course so much, so it's great that you're here. And I know there are a lot of procedures. The golf course doesn't just open up in spring and everything just happens by itself. There's a lot that you have to go through and a lot that you have to prepare. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Well, actually, after the ice storm that we had in December, there was a lot more that went into getting the course ready this year than last. But actually, the opening of the course begins the way we close the course in November of the previous year. There's things that we do to try to get the turf a little bit healthier and stronger to survive the winters. This year, a lot of snowfall early on. Then we had some rain, so we had a buildup of ice on the turf, which can be pretty detrimental. You know, you get too long of an ice cover, you can start to lose some turf. Luckily for the town, there were only a few spots on the fairways that we lost any significant turf, but not too much to even to be overly concerned about. But we're basically, once the snow's gone, raking, cleaning, picking sticks up. Once the ground dries a little bit, so we can get out there and roll the greens to get them so they're firm enough to withstand the foot traffic. And this year we opened up probably about 2 weeks earlier than we normally do, maybe even 3. But the weather's been cooperating to do that. It's been a kind of funny spring. We haven't really had a lot of good weather to break some of the greens out of dormancy, but I would think within another week or two we should be in full swing in that respect.
Okay. So the early opening was just a result of the weather breaking a little bit earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And of course the ice storm, that did us all in. And
Yeah.
not just the golf course, but throughout the entire town. We're still cleaning up, and probably will continue that
Right.
well into May. So it did put a little bit of a damper on things, but
Well, actually, our crew for the first 6 weeks of the ice storm, and instead of concentrating on cleaning up the golf course, we actually were out, helping with the highway crew,
Right.
picking things
I know
up.
that, yes.
So that put us a little bit behind, but all things considered, that's where we should have been, because the public safety and, the residents take precedence over than, keeping the golf course clean at that time.
and we appreciate you pitching in. It was very, very helpful. And one of the things that I've noticed, especially last year, because that was my first year here, but we've seen an increase in play on the course. So we're getting higher numbers. We're bringing in more revenue. More and more people are talking about how wonderful the course is. To what do you attribute that?
Well, there's a few factors for sure. The most important factor, I think, into increasing our traffic and raising the number of rounds that we do. We almost did 70,000 rounds last year, which is amazing. It's probably the busiest golf course in all of upstate New York. Certainly the busiest one that I can find as far as the number of rounds that we do. And I think that increase occurred. The most important reason is the job that John does and his crew keeping the golf course in great shape. The people love to come out. It's in fantastic shape for a municipal golf course, and it starts there. And then on the operational side, the league program that began 2 years ago in 2007 has really enhanced what our afternoons on the weekdays look like. We're putting out anywhere between 100 and 200 players after 3 o'clock every day, just in the league program alone, which encompasses 2 of our 4 nines. And that's been a good, steady income, and it's actually helped the flow of golfers come in, and really made that time of the day a little bit, we'll say, more full. And the other thing that has really helped is the outing program that we have for golf tournaments, and that we do in conjunction with Chip Shots, our restaurant. And they do a fantastic job with the food. Most outings and tournaments that come in will have food that goes along with the golf tournament that they have. And they do a great job with the food and with the experience that I've been able to bring from the many tournaments that we did at Western Turnpike and at Schuyler Meadows. We were able to kind of give them a really good experience. So that business has increased tremendously. So it's been great to see. It's a very high traffic golf course. When I'll go to see other people that are in my business that see how many rounds that we do, they're amazed. They wonder how we're able to pull it off. But with the 36 holes, we can get them out there, and it's great to have everybody out.
So the tournaments, they're increasing as well then?
Yes.
The number of tournaments.
Yes, the requests that we have for dates for everything from from league mid-season outings where a league might play at another golf course and they want to play our course just for a mid-season outing to all of our charity events that we do. That's beginning to increase. So that's a great thing for the golf course. People are asking to come play, and some, many of which are already residents, but some even from outside the town that really want access to it because we have such a great product.
So how you mentioned charities, the tournaments, the outings that you have, how does that benefit some of our local charities?
We have a golf tournament itself is sometimes a very good vehicle to raise money for a charity, and we have many charities like the Colonie Volunteer Firemen, the Veterans Memorial at the Crossings had a charity event with us last year. St. Jude's runs a tournament with us. We have a couple tournaments also that benefit scholarship programs for kids that come from Colony High and Shaker. to go on to college, and a host of others. Many of our events do have a charity component with them, and it's a matter of them taking the income that they get from the golfers, and also from sponsors that like to do sponsor flags or T signs, and raising money for their charities. And it's a neat to be a part of that.
That's great. You blend the sporting event, the leisure activities with the benefits to the charities, local charities, a lot of local charities, which is wonderful. I know we participated in the tournament for the Veterans Memorial,
Yeah.
which was great. It's just such a great cause. It's going to be a wonderful addition at the crossings, and it's a fun way to help out. So it's those kinds of things that really help the community in a lot of different ways. Now I'm sure you have a schedule for tournaments that are coming up for this year. What are some of the tournaments you have scheduled so far?
Well, we've got, I'd say just about all of our charity events are back online that we had last year, and we've included a few more. And then the tournaments that we run from the golf shop, like our town championship, which is in August, which is for anybody that plays our golf course can come out, and play in that event. It's an individual event. It's our version of a club championship, if we were a club. And we have a best ball tournament in September where you get a partner and come out and play. We're getting online a couples event, hopefully, that's going to involve husband, wife, or really any type of mixed couple, twosome to go out. We're going to try to do that either on Friday afternoons or Sundays.
Okay.
I'm working with some of the players out there to put that together. I think that'll be fun. We do a New York State Golf Association State Day where people come in from all over the state. Anybody that has a handicap through the New York State Golf Association handicap system, which they do if they play our course at the town, and they can play in that event. That's going to be at the end of July on a Wednesday, and we've got a lot to offer. And certainly, anytime anybody wants to know what they can play in, or if any event would fit their particular style of golfing or how they like to play, they can call the golf shop, and I can direct them, and my staff can direct them to a tournament that they'd enjoy playing in.
That's great. That's great. We know that throughout the whole season, it's just going to be booming. I mean, there's going to be one thing after the next, and just your everyday players. And I'm not quite sure you'd have a tournament or for someone like me. I can hit a softball, I can hit a tennis ball, I can bowl, but I can't golf.
No,
Play Golf America Day.
That's right. We actually have Play Golf America Day, which is coming up on May 31st, which is going to be, it's a Sunday, and it's for people that, all levels of players and people that don't even play golf currently, to come out and get introduced to the game, get introduced to taking a little bit of golf instruction. The instruction will be offered free of charge by not just myself and Matt Bogdanowitz, who's my assistant, but also we'll be bringing in golf professionals from all over the capital region to help us put that together. We'll have equipment manufacturers there, to do sort of a demo day on site as well. And I just learned we're going to have Kevin Compare there, who is a trick shot artist who travels around the country and does shows, and he's going to be doing his part of that from 2 to 3 o'clock on the 31st. So it's going to be a great day, and it's all free of charge for anyone to come out, and someone like yourself who maybe isn't sure about whether or not you want to play or what your skill level might be, to come out and we'd get you started, and that'd certainly be a fun day.
I may schedule that in so you can all be ready for a good laugh that day. So
No.
We'll see what happens. Now you also have you're talking about those types of programs where people can come and try it out, but you have programs for juniors, beginners, women that may never have been out playing, just raising their kids, and now all of a sudden they have some free time and they want to learn how to play.
Yeah, absolutely. We run a program that's going to begin toward the end of May, but hopefully we'll run it all year, and it's called the Get Golf Ready program. And it's actually a national template that we've signed up as one of the 2 or 3 people in the Capital District, or 2 or 3 golf courses in the Capital District that are going to run this program. and it's like a 5-session program where you come out for 5 classes, and we take you through everything from just learning how to hold the club to swinging at the ball to putting and chipping, and introduce you to the routine also of coming to the golf course, because that's something that keeps a lot of people back from wanting to play. Maybe they can hit a ball, but they're not sure how to set up a tee time or what to do when they get to the course and how to feel comfortable. So we're going to, that's all part of that program. We're going to run them through that and hopefully create a bunch of new golfers. And you can sign up for those online at getgolfready.com or do it through the golf shop at the town golf course. We can get you signed up through there, and hopefully, we'll get a lot of residents of the town that maybe were thinking of maybe playing golf but weren't sure to come out and to take that program, and we'll get them right up to speed.
Well, it's certainly to be able to have this in our community, to be so close to home. There are just so many communities that would love to have something like our course in their areas, and so we're really very, very fortunate. And I think in today's economy, more and more people are looking for activities to do closer to home, and so this is one great opportunity that we offer here in the town. Now, I know as the golf season progresses, you have a lot of challenges pertaining to maintenance of the course. Can you tell us some of the things you come up against, John?
Well, weather is always one of the biggest issues, and as the town residents that play the course a lot know, the course can get very wet, and for the last 10 years we've been trying to do as much drainage work as we can. This past winter, we probably put about 1,000 foot of drainage pipe across some of the fairways to try to get to some of the parts of the course that are a little bit more difficult to drain because of their topography, and there's no place to get the water to. So now with the pipe in the ground, we're able to do that, and we're hopefully be able to dry some of those areas out. Another issue is the bunkers. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest complaints that we hear on a daily basis is the condition of the bunkers. And my feeling has always been, instead of just putting fresh sand in and masking the problem, until we're able to do the job correctly, to put some under drainage in and clean that sand out, there's no sense in putting that money in until we do that. And this will enable us now to start to put some drainage in the bunkers to dry them out. So after a 2-inch rainstorm, within an hour or two, they're dry and ready to play. So, but also with the amount of play that we do get, there's a lot of traffic on the greens. Yeah. So that's probably one of the biggest, one of our biggest maintenance hurdles right there, is to try to keep the greens alive, to handle that much stress. That much. So we're looking into different ways and some other techniques to maybe take a little of that stress off, but still give the quality that the golfers are expecting when they come there. Right.
It's got to be very challenging because of the number of people that are going over the course constantly.
It is, but every day is a little different too. Like I said, with the weather and the amount of play that we get, and there's different things that come up, and that's what makes the job exciting, because there is something different every day that's going to happen at the golf course. Never boring.
So what's the big difference between maintaining a real busy municipal course like our course in Colonie compared to a private club?
Well, there are a few private clubs in the area that are fairly busy. So you do have some courses that get a lot of play, but probably one of the bigger things is just the budgets that some of these private clubs spend on their courses and things. We've been fortunate enough to have a staff that's been with us for as long as I've been there. We're getting the same people that come back. So they know, what I expect, and they also know the job that needs to be done. So we're getting a lot of bang for the buck, so to speak, from the staff that we have there. And also with some of the newer products that are out there that we're using, we're getting better pest controls, and by using less and different timing intervals, we're seeing a little bit of of the same conditions that you may see at a private club.
I've been down to Florida occasionally for vacations or whatever, and of course courses are all over the place. And I mean, I look at our course and I look at those, and we look just as good as they do. So that's pretty good considering the kind of weather we have around here compared to there. And I get a lot of questions from residents. They'll call up and say, you know, how do I access the course? Are there any discounts that are given, maybe for seniors or whatever, for the course? So those are a lot of questions that I get. Maybe you could help us out a little bit with.
Yeah, and certainly, first of all, I'd encourage anybody that has a question to give us a call at the golf course, because we can lead everyone right through that process and get them comfortable with setting up tee times and knowing all about our rate structure. We have a very good rate structure, especially for a town resident. The town residents get a discount of $5 off their greens fees, and our senior pass holders get a tremendous discount when they come out to play if they get a senior pass, which they can get from the town clerk's office, and that's $50 a year, and they can play for just $13 for 18 holes on a weekday. And considering the product that we have, it's a tremendous value. I know we're thanked for that all the time in the pro shop, and a lot of our residents really do appreciate that.
Yes.
That benefit that they have. And it's very easy to get a tee time. Residents can get their tee times 48 hours in advance.
Okay.
So they can call us, say if they want to play on a Friday, they call us on a Wednesday. If they have their permit number, which they also get from the town clerk, they can just give us their name, their permit number, and then they can reserve their time. The non-residents can call 1 day in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So the residents definitely have a preferential treatment there. And it's great. We have a senior cart rate that's there as well. So those senior pass holders also get a discounted golf cart to ride around in, and they get a tremendous value. And it's great to see. It's very much like a family there, especially on weekday mornings. We see everybody 2 or 3 times a week, and it's very much appreciated by many of the people that come through our doors, and we certainly want to thank the town board and yourself for that, because it's a great activity for them to be able to come out and do it.
It is. It's wonderful, and as you say, it's a good value for the product that they're given, and we truly all work together to try to make the experience, a good, healthy experience where people can go, feel comfortable, have a lot of fun, and just really, really enjoy the course. And you guys and the rest of your staff do an incredible job with that. I hear nothing but compliments, and I think we do offer a very good value, and we want to continue that. And as far as our carts and things go, how's our stock? We have enough to go around, or are we going to have to be looking in the future to add on? What do you think?
Oh yeah, with our golf carts, we run between 100. What do we have? About 110.
110 golf carts
on site for our bigger tournaments, like we do the New York State Tax Department tournament. That's 288 people that do a simultaneous shotgun start. So we actually have to rent golf carts and bring them on site for that event. And that's one of the biggest tournaments I've ever heard of to happen all at one time.
Mm-hmm.
But the 110 carts gets us through for just about every day that we have. And it's an interesting thing to look at the patterns of the people that like to walk when they play golf, because it's a great exercise, and certainly golf is a great sport for helping keep you healthy. And then some people like to really use it as a leisure activity, especially our league players that come out in the evenings. Maybe they've worked hard all day and they're coming out to play, and they just like to hop in a cart and ride around, and certainly utilize our cart fleet that way. So right now, although it is a very busy place, we're certainly equipped to handle all the people that come our way.
Okay, well, we'll have to keep an eye on that, and make sure we have enough. So, as you said earlier, if anybody has any questions about either signing up for a tournament or how to get their senior card, whatever, how to get a tee time, if they want to sign up for a lesson, they just have to call the course.
Yep.
And you can help them out. Would you like to give that number out now?
Sure, absolutely. It's 374-4181, and that'll get you right into the golf shop. And if the person answering the phone doesn't have the answer, they'll direct that call to me. And if I happen to be out giving a golf lesson or somewhere on the golf course, they'll take a message and I'll get right back to them.
Okay.
And anything that we can do, we don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable to come out to our golf course to to play. It's a great place that we really like everybody to enjoy, and certainly we welcome everybody to come out and
Great.
and give us a call.
Now, I know once in a while the course has to close.
Yes.
What are some types of issues that might cause that to happen?
Well, today, for instance, we didn't close, but we had to actually delay the start because we had frost. And if a golfer is to walk across the turf when there's frost on it, it'll actually cause a direct injury to the plant. You've probably seen it on your lawn from the paper boy walking across. You'll see the black footprints, and then they turn tan. So, we try to keep them off until it's clear. But during the season, most of the time when we close, it's due to the fact that the course is unplayable because of the rain.
Okay.
We'll get a 2-inch thunderstorm, and there's just too much water on the course to be enjoyable for the golfer, but also there's safety factors with that too.
Right.
With cart paths maybe being washed out a little bit, and also if the greens are too soft with the traffic that we'd get, they would actually cause some damage to the greens, and that'd be the first area that the golfer would complain about that actually wanted to play that day that it was really wet. But we really don't close the course all that much, and with having 36 holes, we're able to close maybe 18 holes and then keep the 2 newer courses open because they're sandy greens and they drain faster. So we're fortunate enough to be able to do that. So, and it's also towards the end of the season, we may close if it's 35 degrees and there's 2 people golfing, and we have people in the pro shop where the money that we're making as far as the greens fee isn't really, cost effective to keep the people working. So we will close days like that too.
Okay. And we have after a hard day at play, we have some good refreshments and chip shots, and there's been some improvements there in the restaurant, which is great. So I know I've had lunch and dinner there occasionally, and it's very tasty. So
yeah, they do a really good job up there. Fridays and I think Saturdays in the summer now they're doing some entertainment. So they'll have bands and karaoke nights and things like that. So, and that also, like Noel mentioned too, draws people in to play the course too. So if they hear good things about the restaurant, they may make a fuller day of it and say, well, we're going to go eat there tonight. Maybe we can play 9 holes first. So it's
kind of helps to complete the whole package.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, exactly.
So that's great. Well, I certainly, there's an awful lot to talk about the course, and I do get to stop up occasionally. It's very relaxing for me when I come up there. You just kind of get into this different mode, and it's really great. So I hope to see you guys in the near future. I do want to thank you both for the outstanding job that you do, and please give a thank you to all of the staff there. Again, I just constantly get compliments, and that's because of all the hard work that you do, and you make a lot of people very happy. Before we close, because we only have a minute or 2 left, I would like to give a special congratulations to Noel. He won a very special award, as we all know, and I would like to give you this little gift that you might like to place in your office, and on the plaque it says, Noel Gebauer, 2009 Northeastern New York PGA Bill Strasbaugh winner on April 20th, 2009. So I thought you might like to have this.
Well, thank you very much. That's very nice, very flattering.
Well, we're very proud of you winning that great award, and so I thought you might like a little something for your office or wherever.
Thank you very much. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. And thank you again for being here today. I really appreciate it. I'm sure our golfers will appreciate it, and our viewers, and I hope to see you soon. And thank you for tuning into Colonie Connect.